Jimmy Bell, first of all, you stepped up to do the press. What is the reason for that first?
Everyone is absolutely devastated at the outcome today. I've decided to come. I specifically asked John, could I do the press today? I'm incensed by what went on in the last couple of minutes. What the referee said to me is why I'm here. I might get myself into a little bit of hot water saying this, but the officials need to stand up and come out and explain the decision of why Charlton won the game today. A referee has turned round to me and said he didn't think it was a penalty. Now, who's officiating the game? John Busby is in charge of the game. He's got a bird's eye view of the incident, and he's let an official who's working for him give a major decision in added on time, who, in my opinion, cannot even see the incident. Mr. Busby is looking right directly at the incident. He turned round to me and said, I don't think it was a penalty, Jimmy. But when one of my officials is adamant that it was, I have to go with him. And I just don't understand where he's coming from. You know, there was a lot of hard work went into this game today against a very good Charlton team. Great supported, great stadium, everything. Very good team. And we worked our socks off. What was it, for 92 minutes? Whatever it was, 91, 92 minutes. We defended resolutely. And when something like that happens, it's really hard to bear.
I suppose it's more than frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a lot more than frustrating. As I say, you've got an official who sent our goalkeeper off, apparently, and I've got to, you know, he's adamant, Johnny Mack said adamant, that he has done absolutely nothing, that he got assaulted in the box by their striker. Now, we get our keeper sent off, he got kicked in the chest, he said, and he's fell on top of him, he's threw him off, and he's got sent off. So again, a major decision that's gone against us, and it's one that we're really et up about.
Again, have you obviously you spoke to him after the game. Has
Yes.
he talked to you about that sending off decision as well,
Yes.
or just about the penalty?
I've walked 60 yards with him, right to the tunnel. There was a bit of pushing and shoving in the tunnel. We never went in. There was me, the kit man, and one of the players round the referee. I've spoke to him all the way up to the tunnel, and I said, "What's going on, John? Can you tell me what's going on? Why did you give the..." He said, "I don't think it was a penalty." Now, as an official of Accrington Stanley, that is hard to bear. When he is looking, and I think he was 10 yards away from the incident, looking straight at it, the linesman could not. It's impossible for the linesman to have seen that incident, in my eye. It was a deflected shot that has struck an arm. Now, it's not intentional. For me, it wasn't. It's not handball. For the referee, he doesn't think it was a penalty or handball, and yet he's let an official, a linesman, an assistant, give the decision. I can't get my head around it. I just don't understand where he's coming from and how he's getting this result.
We saw obviously the two sendings off. Could you clear up, was there any other sendings off, obviously off the field, obviously a lot of a melee in the tunnel? Do you know anything about that?
It was just a lot of hot air, a lot of very disappointed players who feel as though they're really hard done by. You know, they put a lot of work into this, and we all have, and that was just frustration and a lot of shouting and bawling and pushing. It was nothing happened in the tunnel.
And it's fair to say, you know, up to that 92 minutes, the game plan had pretty much worked.
It had, and you know, listen, we weren't perfect today. We can play a lot better than what we did today, and we thought that if we got to the 70th minute, we thought they'd run out of steam. When Taylor got sent off, that was their main threat gone as well, and I thought we might have gone on and, you know, even got the 3 points. They did put a lot of pressure on us in the last 10 minutes or so, but they never really created much corner. I think he gave a free kick before he even headed the ball in. A couple of shots right at Johnny Maxted, and I think that was it really. You know, they had a lot of ball, but they never really done anything with it. We can be a lot better than what we were today. So we're not happy with our performance offensively going forward. We can be a lot better. We give the ball away a lot of times, but you know, all that will happen now is you'll keep on going back to this decision. And 1 point to us now is a massive point. You can't buy points, and that's one that has got away from us by an official. Official has took that point away from us, not the lads. The lads would, you know, they defended magnificently all day, but that's hard to bear. It really is.
Is it hard for you as well, as part of the coaching staff, when you've got players in there disappointed, frustrated, you're frustrated, to try and keep them level-headed, keep them calm, and obviously push on and move on to the next game?
Yeah, there's a lot of character in this team. A lot of players that really want to do well for John, me, John Doolan, Tony Warner, Andy Holt, the supporters and everyone, and they fought tooth and nail to get a point today, and I think that was the least that we deserved. You know, I think it was a draw. I had a draw wrote all over it, but I think it's healthy that they are feeling that way. You know what I mean? The disappointment was there for everyone to see, and you know, we've got to pick them up now. But I don't think we would have had to pick them up. You know, a point is a massive point at this stage of the season, and coming to Charlton, who are an excellent team, and getting a point would have been, you know, really beneficial for us going into the game next week when we haven't got a league game.
And a word for the fans as well. I noticed you and John went straight over to the fans first rather than going over to the referee, which obviously was, again, something very much on your mind. Still chanting, still cheering, brilliant, even though they are, you know, as much as frustrated by travelling all this way. Yeah,
they've got to be. You know, they feel it just as much as what we do. You could see that they sang their hearts out. You know, we haven't got that many that travel, but they were absolutely magnificent. You know, over to our right shoulder all day. They were absolutely magnificent to a man and to a woman, whatever. But you know, they will feel it just as much as us. But they've seen the same game as us, and they've seen the same incidents. And it, as I say, we'll keep going back to this decision. It's going to be hard to bear.